Alright, I'm done with the Baratheon box games, finally, and now we get to move on to the Brotherhood without banners. Before the Baratheon box came out, this is the agenda I was getting ready to play, and now I can go forward with a series of videos for it, which I'm kind of excited for. I like this agenda a lot. It's one of the agendas that I've had more fun with playing. I like it because it makes you build a different deck than you would normally have. It rewards and encourages you for actually declaring challenges, and it gives you some choices with the different keywords. So basically everything that I would like and would appreciate in an agenda, this one has. It might be my favorite one that I've played so far. I might even go so far as to say that. So first we have the Baratheon Brotherhood deck, and the number one thing that I've really had fun doing is abusing this Statue of Baelor. So what you do is you get a neutral character with renown, and you give them a keyword, and then you use Statue of Baelor to stand them up. And you can use the keyword twice, use the character in 2 challenges. And originally I had more Baratheon characters in here and less neutrals, but I really decided that it would be that I kind of just wanted to go in harder on this Statue of Baelor thing. Because the Baratheon characters that I'm taking out to do it is like Sir Emery Florent and Sir Courtney Penrose and stuff like that. Decent cards, but not ones that you necessarily need to have. So what we've got to use the Statue of Baelor, we've got 3 Bronzeon Royce and 3 Walder Frey. Yes, Walder Frey is in the deck, and I think that is not totally a meme. I think it's somewhat justified with the Statue of Baelor. And the other Freys are in here to go along with him. And those are in here, they've got renown, so they can go with the statue and use their keyword twice, and you can put bodyguards on them because they're lords, and that's why there's 3 copies each of them. Then we've got a Barrack, he saves himself, so he doesn't need extra copies, and Mance Raider and the Most Devout, because they're also power gain, big power gain cards, but they can't take bodyguards, so only 1 copy each of these, because they will not necessarily be likely to survive a Valar Morghulis like the other ones will be. Then we've got the Frey Bastard and Frey Lordling, which goes with Walder Frey. So the combo you do with Walder Frey is you give one of the other Frey characters a keyword, and then you can use it twice, once when Walder attacks and once when the character attacks on its own. Or if you use the Statue of Baelor on Walder, you can use it 3 times. So you can get like triple Intimidate or triple Insight or whatever. And that's really dope whenever you can do that. I really enjoy that combo. It's a high meme factor, but also like actually good and not completely jank when you can pull it off. The potential to do that. Then we've got other stuff to just support these guys, and this should probably be in every Brotherhood deck. You know, Melisandre and Red Priest, the best non-loyal Baratheon characters. Sir Davos, because he lives through Valar. For some reason his picture is not working. I wonder if it's always been like that. Maester Crescent, No Milks, Lim Lemoncloak, Ghost of High Heart, Angui the Archer, Begging Brother. Some good cards like those. We've got the Hollow Hill. That's another card that I really enjoy using with Brotherhood, and another thing I like about the agenda is having this in your deck. I really like this card. And then we've got, you know, Red Keep, Spears, Economy, Seen in Flames, Bodyguards, and Milks. The plus, pretty typical. At the Gates, Riddle, Coppers, Forced March, Trade Routes, Valar Morghulis. I'd say 6 of these are locked in. Forced March would normally be the king in the north, and you could still do it if you really wanted to with the new King Renly, who's non-loyal, and like some more copies of Mance Raider or something. But there's too much anti-synergy between Renly and the agenda, since they're both faction Neils, so I just put in Forced March. And this is fine, you can't really go wrong with this plot. And 9 initiative is good because you can go first and use Intimidate. But this is definitely like a flexible spot. This could be whatever plot you feel like. Like barring the gates or something like that, maybe. So the good thing about this deck is that if you're in a matchup where having characters on the board and declaring challenges is actually a thing, then it can do some powerful stuff. It can definitely wreck some people. The bad thing about this deck is you'll lose to decks that are just nothing but removal, like Martell Hollow Hill, or just any version of, well, not any, but, you know, 99% of Targaryen decks that you're going to run into online are burn decks. And if you run into a burn deck that just draws like 2 Dracarys, 2 Consuming Flames on turn 1, you're going to lose. There's just no way. But I'm willing to just accept that in order to go for the meme value. If you wanted to have better matchups against non-interactive decks, like decks that ignore challenges and only play removal, then you would put in like a dominance package with the Iron Throne and Chamber of the Painted Table, but I don't want to do that. I've really gotten to a point where I'm happy just like leaving the game if it's something like that. I'd rather just not waste my time. Alright, so Greyjoy reigns with Castamere. This is a bad matchup because it's Greyjoy, and like Greyjoy is just better than any version of a Brotherhood deck. There's nothing you can do about it, it's just a fact of life. But at least it's Reigns of Castamere. He's not starting with any intrigue icons, that's nice. So we'll see what happens. I think this is not a removal matchup. It's just that Greyjoy has like more broken cards than you do. So I think it's a winnable matchup if things go in your favor. That's a good start. So already we could go for Walder Frey and get double Intimidate with the Frey Bastard. That would be nice. We absolutely have to go for Red Priest and try to get Euron out of his hand. 2 Balons, that's super obnoxious. King's Landing, I don't like that. King's Landing Proselyte doesn't really have any good targets. Let's take 1 copy of Balon. There's no Risen from the Sea. So this way he can't like Marshal a duped Balon and then Valar. We also need to remember that he had loot in his hand. He didn't have We Do Not Sow or Risen from the Sea, but he had loot. 1 card in his hand was loot. Like, what the hell? Alright. Let's marshal some more economy. And marshal this guy. Let's play this and hold the milk. I want to use the milk on Balon. I can actually defend against Theon's military with Red Priest and Angui. I don't think he can marshal anything else. He can put the King's Landing Proselyte in Shadows. But again, there's no good targets for him to kill with that. There it is. We can make things difficult for him by doing this. So he has to... There's like no good way to defend this. He has to kneel both of these to defend it. Which is crappy if he does that. Alright, let's hope he doesn't pillage anything good with Balon. Damn, of course. Of course! Why would it not be something like that? At least there's no Drown God Fanatic. Could be worse. And we'll just have this Frey Bastard block an unopposed from Melisandre when he steals it. Nah, misclick. Okay, well. Jeez. Come on, man. Can I you? I don't know what can I you means. I mean, I assume... That's frustrating. That wasn't a misclick. He just hit pass and then changed his mind. Well, now we might as well do power here. Oh, the King's Landing proselyte is going to kill Melisandre. Oh no, but it has to kill a Greyjoy character. That's right. That doesn't work. Yeah, they actually designed that card properly and made it to where it can only kill a Greyjoy character to come out of shadows, unlike the Drown God Fanatic, which can kill anything. I actually don't want to kill this Frey bastard when I have Walder Frey in hand. We can maybe do this. Is it really worth it? I'll just do it. I mean, I'm going to need Claim Soak again in coming turns, so why not? Another super lucky discard. This is why we saved the milk to put it on Balon, because this is too ridiculous otherwise. Alright, so he doesn't have Euron. If we milk Balon and he doesn't top deck Euron, then I think we can be in decent shape this coming turn. Asha would be pretty bad too, but we can actually give stuff stealth to defend against her. Time of Plenty, sure. I remember when that was a plot. Why would you make me first? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm happy with that. Let's get that Walder Frey. Get some Intimidate. Get some more of this, and then get a Frey Bastard. So we have another Frey character. Scouting Vessel. Is he playing a Pillage deck or a Reigns deck? I can't tell. Alright, so we got to make sure that we can win a military with Walder as the first challenge in order for this to really be worth it. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and we can stealth a 5 strength character, so it's exactly 11 to 11. Works out perfectly. Because if Walder won't win the first challenge, then he won't get renown, and we can't use the Statue of Baelor on him. I guess what I could have done is I could do Intrigue first with Walder, and then do Military second. That would have worked. As a Alright, so I was going to say the claim here will tell us if he's going to do Valar Morghulis or not. And that tells us that it's probably not Valar Morghulis that he did that. Intimidate number 2. And intimidate number 3. See, that was pretty effective. It's a meme, but it's a dank meme. Let's just hope Andric doesn't pillage Statue of Baelor. I don't want any of these to die, so I'll probably pick Davos for claim. Maester Crescent? Oh, he didn't use the scouting vessel. Interesting. I feel like you might as well use the scouting vessel when you have the chance. I mean, why else is it in your deck? I think I go trade routes. Yeah. Force March would be okay. I think we can do at least one trade routes first. City of Secrets. Fine by me. Made himself first player this time. Now realizes that that's the correct thing to do after getting hit with triple Intimidate. I think I'll go for a triple Renown this turn. Try to make him use Valar Morghulis. Just marshalling King's Landing Proselyte normally. Feels bad, man. These are all useless. I want to keep the good cards in his hand so I can discard them with Intrigue and Scene in Flames. Let's do this. Let's play Davos. Do we want to play the Most Devout? I mean, we might as well. We have Great Halls in a big hand. Let's play Thoros, because he also helps set up for Valar Morghulis. Let's see. We don't really need a big insight. Yeah, let's just go for triple Renown. Like, gaining 3 power here on the Frey Bastard will not matter if he plays Valar Morghulis, but then it matters because I made him use Valar Morghulis, and I'm definitely going to be better off if he Valars next turn. If I get the Renown on Thoros, then I can even save my Frey Bastard that has 3 power on it, assuming I get the triple Renown. I'll let him win this, and I'll just kill this Red Priest. So I don't care if he gets the Iron Islands Fishmonger back. Come on, dude, hit pass. Nope. No locations. Nice try, buddy. Discarding Ghost of High Heart. That sucks. Ghost of High Heart is so good in these Brotherhood decks. It's insane. Imagine +1 strength on 7 characters here. So strong. If space in the deck wasn't so insanely tight, I'd probably have 2 copies of her because she's just that good. I can defend here and get Renown on the Frey Bastard, right? He has Renown. Oh, he could have defended by himself. I didn't need to kneel both of them. I forgot about the red keep. That was a bit of a waste. Alright, let's use Walder to do Intrigue first, I guess. I don't know that the order really matters. How did he have Maester Morimir in his hand? I mean, Windmere, whatever that guy's name is. That was the Intrigue claim? Oh, he must have drawn a card off Black Wind, that's how. I don't think King's Landing was going to do anything, but still the best target out of what he had there. See, now I'm on 12 power. It's going to be 13. So he basically has to use Valar Morghulis. I mean, I think he basically has to. I think I'm going to win if he doesn't. And I think I'm going to win even if he does. But I definitely think I'm going to win if he doesn't. Yeah, this might delay it by a turn. So we're going to save Angui. I prefer to save the character that's better at doing challenges over the one that has 3 power on it. So I just need to make sure I can dominate the challenges phase. That's the most important thing. And I have more Frey characters to bring out. If I didn't have another Frey character, I might keep the Frey Bastard. But like, I can just bring this guy out and bestow him with 2 or something. Wow, his hand is so terrible. That feels bad. Look how bad that is. Let's get rid of the king attachment. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we got there. He put nah. Is he changing his mind? He doesn't want to concede? No unicus I could march. I have no idea what that means. It was a pretty good sport, even if he did do that one trigger out of turn there. That triggered me, so to speak, but whatever. He actually played to this point, so I have to give him credit. So yeah, let's see. 26 minutes, that's good enough. I think that's good enough. Shows off the deck fairly effectively. Again, just don't run into Targaryen. Don't run into Greyjoy that's actually playing like top tier Greyjoy. Notice he never got Victarion, never got Euron, didn't even get Asha, no Risen from the Sea, no We Do Not Sow, no Drown God Fanatic. None of those cards showed up in that game. So if you take all those cards out of the Greyjoy deck, I think you have a winning matchup.